It is said that wars are only won upon the anvil of honor.
Others believe victory requires strategy and a mastery of power.
War is deception. A game played best from the shadows.
Only strength and raw power can assure total dominance.
Welcome to another Lordaeron the Aftermath tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about the Burning Legion. Now, before we're going to start this video, I'd like to put a quote up on the screen right now by Lordaeron, which says, with great power comes great responsibility. Alright? Everyone who's played LTA knows about Legion and what they're capable of, and we're going to go a little bit into that, so I'm just going to put this on half speed, and we're going to follow me as Burning Legion today. So as the Burning Legion, you start out in Lordaeron and in Outland-ish, and you have your main base in Twisting Nether. You have your ally, which is the Forsaken, and in most cases, Forsaken is going to betray you. But I'm going to first go through what usually Legion players do and what I do as well. So basically, Kil'jaeden, which is in the Twisting Nether, is nowhere here in the beginning of the game. He will have some certain abilities which can help your Dreadlords and such around on Azeroth. So one of his abilities, as we see here, is a dark summoning, and I usually put that to summon my Dreadlords back to the Twisting Nether. Just immediately sometimes, and this also gives Forsaken an opportunity to betray me, because why do I want that? If Forsaken takes Lord... I hate you, Kel'thas, do you know that? If Sylvanas takes the Lordaeron Palace, Varimathras will get 2 levels, I believe, and Balnazzar will get 1 level. And it is very handy with those levels. It's sometimes best to go solo, because going with Forsaken can be a great risk. You never know when he's going to start betraying you. So it is up to you. It also, so there's many times it works working together with Forsaken. Don't get me wrong. It can work very nicely, but I'm just sketchy with some people working together with them as Forsaken, alright? So, skill sets for Varimathras. He has Vampiric Aura, Carrion Swarm, Nether Strike, and Doom. Then we have Balnazzar, which has Summon Voidwalkers, Wise Counsel, and I don't actually remember the last ability he has. Deathrock, which has Feedback, Sleep, Mind... No, not Mind Control, but Summon Demons, like, almost like a... No, it's like a Dark Portal spell. And then we do have... Okay, yes, Varimathras gets 2 levels and Deathrock gets 1 level. That's more correction, I would say. And Deathrock's ultimate is like the Bandaran Brewmaster, I think it is, which splits himself up into, in this case, Nether Hatchlings. And of course, if one dies, then he loses some health more health when he's back again. So of course, as the Burning Legion, you first want to start conquering Outland. Be careful with killing this base, because if Dragonma says, you know what, I want to join you before the game starts or something, then leave the base for him. Be a little bit nice. Don't be a completely douchebag yet. We will wait for that later. But if he does not, then destroy this base completely. And if he does want to join you, then you just leave it and go and continue towards Tempest Keep and send your Dreadlords down south to take care of the control point and the units guarding it. It's not a hard task for your Dreadlords. Now, you do want to get your Dreadlords as fast as possible, but what I usually do right at the start is I get my Demon... okay, it is a Demon Supremacy, which I believe buffs my demons a bit, and I also get access to 4 Infernal's machines, which is pretty handy. And after that, I go for the Dreadlord Mastery, which improves the damage of my Nathrasime's Carrion Swarm, and unlocks a Mirror Image, and their hit points is increased by 200, which is very nice, because what we are going to be doing is using the Carrion Swarm pretty much, basically. Now, what do you want to skill into on your Dreadlords? Well, what I usually do is I skill into the Vampiric Aura and Carrion Swarm on Varimathras. Get the Carrion Swarm full first, and then I skill into the Nether Strike and take the ultimate as fast as I can. On Deathrock, I put 1 skill into, at least 1 into Sleep. Then I put them into the Demon Summons and, you know, Feedback when they're gone. When I don't have them anymore. Balnazar, I also put the skills into summons, but I do focus on the Wise Council because that is going to be helping my Dreadlord squad pretty much, okay? It's going to be helping a lot. So I'm just also going to speed this up a bit again because we do have the time. So, your units, all your demon units, except for succubuses, will have summoned armor, which summoned armor acts the same way as heavy armor, but has a weakness to magic attacks, deals 3 times more damage. So magic damage, which means mostly casters, is gonna be able to tear your army apart quite much. So using your army is not a bad thing, but it's gonna be destroyed quite more easily. Your succubuses has medium armor, which means they will take more damage to piercing. You do also, I do not believe there's many more undeads around, but we can look at a normal abomination. You do have access to normal abominations, which does have, of course, heavy armor, but does not take as much as the summoned armor, and is, you know, decent tanks. You can also upgrade their health from the graveyard, which is gonna make them a more better tank in most situations. So using the abominations are not a bad idea. They're good enough. You do also have, I might have some with us here. No, we do actually not, but there might be in the Twisting Nether. Yeah, you also have access to normal necromancers. You can upgrade them, getting Unholy Frenzy and Cripple. So using them is not a bad option at all as well. You do also have access to meat wagons, which is a nice siege you should definitely use while attacking bases and such, so keep that in mind. And of course try and keep those Infernal machines alive, because you won't be able to make new ones before, oh god, before Kil'jaeden is summoned to the game, alright? Hold on. Now, Void Walkers has a bullish magic, which means they can dispel different positive buffs on enemy armies, so well, they do have that, right? I do believe so. Which is something you should take into use, of course. Don't spam them completely. They have summoned armor. Eredar sorceress are very nice. Even Balnazar has an item which can summon one, and basically if you do have the Astral Walk, which you're gonna get into a little bit soon, upgrade, is that basically you can summon a portal which will allow you to summon Nether Hatchlings, Void Walkers, Fell Beasts, Succubuses, and Eredar Sorceress. So you can basically spam them as much as you want. They do also have a Priest Heal, which is pretty nice to heal up your armies. They also have a Mana Shield, which makes them a little bit more useful in combat, and they do have a Parasite, which of course when they die, when an enemy dies under the effect of Parasite, it will spawn a... Is it Fell Beast or like a weaker version of a Fell Beast? I do believe it is. So, since you have pretty fast access to Outland, you do want to put the Echo Dome to best use as you can. It has been very nerfed, but it is still very good to put into use. Please use it, Legion players. It is very nice. Now, what enemies can you expect in Outland? There's two enemies you can expect. You can expect Dragonmar to actually try and defend the base. I've seen it happen sometimes, and it is possible. So do be careful with it. Be careful that Dragonmar could actually focus here. Illidan is another option. He could come to Outland from the portal here, which will, when he accepts the Naga, he will get a base there and, you know, get some extra units and a base. If he captures Moor, he will get a new base here and a new Demi-Allah, which is very powerful. So that's why you probably want to get the Infernal Machines with the Demon Supremacy fast, so you can capture Moor as fast as possible and secure it before eventually Illidan would come to Outland. And if you want to be a real jerk, you do tower up a little bit around. You do that so you are a little bit prepared in case he will arrive. If you want to be very, very safe, you do tower up the Echo Dome as well, but only if you have the resources for it, okay? Don't waste it. And don't do as I do. The Draenei can drop a Tome of Experience, which you do want to pick up with you. Now, upgrades. What do you want to pick? Normally I do for the attack and defense upgrades, so I can get the Dreadlords up as fast as possible. You can only have 4 total Nathrasium's Elite, but there is one exception which allows you to get one more, and that is if the Dragonmar clan joins you. You will get a Demon Portal down south, and an extra Nathrasium Elite will spawn there for you. Alright? So there is a one case where you can get an extra one. As the Burning Legion, there's very many players who can join you. The first one I did mention was Dragonman, which can do a research if Mongo is alive to actually join you, and then he will, he will be your slave basically. Oh god, I might spill some drink on myself. The other potential ally is Blood Elves, which you can basically do. Can I type in this? No, I can't type in replay. It's basically if you type offer pact, then Blood Elves can choose to accept this, and you won't get anything extra out of it, except you will get an ally, which potentially controls the Sunwell, which is in many cases very good, because then you can get levels on, I don't know, your Dreadlords, or you can give it, or you can use it to summon for later purposes right there. Now, to those, and I've completely forgot. If Balnazzar dies, you can and Satan Death when he's still alive, and Silverhand has become Scarlet, he can go Risen and become your ally as well, which is pretty good. There are more, I do believe, isn't it? There is Scarlet, there is Risen, there is Morgo, and there is Eredar. I do believe that's all of them who can join the Burning Legion at this moment. Yes, I do believe so. Varmathos is revivable as long as he is not killed by Forsaken when betrayed. Then he will go over to Forsaken's side, so please try and avoid that. Deathrock is unrevivable. Balnazzar is as well, but if he dies you get Mesbroth, which is a meh hero. He has Unholy Aura, he has Finger of Pain, which does not work on heroes at all, buildings and units. And he has a Black Arrow. And his ultimate I actually do not remember actually, so there you got that. We haven't gone through the abilities of Nathrezim Elites yet, which is Carrion Swarm, Mirror Image, if you have the Demon Supremacy. Nathrezim Rifts, which spawns basically a small rift which will damage units around, which is very nice. They have Resistant Skin, I do believe. I'm not quite sure, I just suddenly got a Mind Tap, which suddenly, yeah. And they have Astral Walk, same with your heroes as well. Now, Astral Walk allows you to do very many great things. For example, teleporting into bases and start aiming bases down. Please, don't be that guy. Just, no. Don't be that guy and do that. It is, as tempting as it is, remember Voltaire's quote, with great power comes great responsibility. Do you want to be remembered as a complete douchebag? No, then don't aim bases down, alright? It's a difference between aiming heroes down in a battle and teleporting to an enemy's base and aiming it down from behind when they're far away. Alright? Please don't do that. In this case here we do see Dragonmar joining up with Burning Legion, and here we do see the extra Nathrezim Elite, and also a Dimensional Gate, which will allow you to summon Infernals and Doom Guards. No, not Doom Guards. They will you get 2 free Doom Guards, but an extra Nathrezim Elite and a Doom God and the Infernals if you have the Demon Supremacy. That's how it works. That's how it completely works. Now we're gonna see some example of Legion in action here. So basically, what you want to do, you will of course you want to use the Carrion Swarm a little bit better than I did there on casts and such. You want to summon the units and start focusing on, in this case, taking care of catapults and such. Usually here we do see most of the backline units, which is very much weaker to the Nathrazims. So of course, just summon the units as a shield or as a protection, so they won't be able to get to the Dreadlords. Summon the Nathrazims so they can start at just taking down units. Aim down eventual heroes if you can. If they are standing close enough to you, you want to do that. But mostly, stand back, use your Carrion Swarms, and if you do have a hero in sight, then try and go over and aim it. Just be careful, because many races has some kind of detect ability which can find you, okay? And we're gonna go through which races are what. So Horde, they have access to the Goblin Observatory, which they can pay 5 gold to use Fast Sight wherever they damn please. So that's one they have. Trolls have Sentry Wards. Scourge has reveal on their Gargoyles. Same with Silverhand. All Alliance players also have a Magic Sentry, which allows them to with the buildings allow them to see invincible units. Oh god. Same with Cult with the gargoyles as well. Flying machines on yellow, that's what they have. I'm just trying to remember what bases I've forgotten now. I think that's mostly all of them, because we did mention all of them. Now, there's of course one player who is the biggest threat in the game, of course, for you, which is Lordaeron, if they go new Lordaeron, because their Teosful agents are invincible, and they do also have detect invincible units, which means they are invincible, you can't see them, but they can see you. And they can spam as many of them as I want, believe, if I do remember right. And they also can use a spell called Chains of Banishments, which works on all, or is it only Legion undead? I believe it's all undead from Legion. Now this basically, it stuns for around 1 second and deals, I think it is 500 damage to your Nathrezim elites, but less damage to your Dreadlords. Which is very deadly, so try and stay away of Lordaeron as much as you can, because they can be very painful. If they do go walking, they still have fairy dragons, which I do believe can detect invincible units, or I might be wrong here. It might be. You do never know. Now, we haven't completely talked about all of the abilities that Kil'jaeden has at his disposal. Now, Kil'jaeden has the Dark Summoning, which we talked about in the beginning of the game, which should mostly be used for a escape option. Please don't try and use it too much. It should be mostly used as a escape option in many cases. He can summon demons, permanent demons, around a friendly hero. That also complies to allies as well, so you can summon demons to, which is a few succubuses, fell beasts, nether hatchlings, around those units, around your normal demon units. He has a Reign of Chaos and Demonic Swarm, which is some of his abilities when he's Kil'jaeden as well, but they only work in Twisting Nether, which is used for a defense mechanism only, alright? He has a ability which can grant a level to a allied hero. It does not work on your own units. But be warned, the ability also deals some damage to the hero you use it on. Now here's a funny fact. If you use the bestow gifts on a hero which is already at max level, it will create a shard of power where the hero was, or where the hero is when you use the ability, and anyone can pick that up and yeah, be granted a level, okay? He has a ability to summon in a shade anywhere on the map, which is very useful if you want to teleport to a location and such. So have that in mind as well. Now, there's one ability I also did mention to forget about the Nathrezim elites. If you do look in the Twisting Nether, you do have two portals. One portal to Northrend, one portal to Alterac. So the portal to Alterac is here, and the portal to Northrend is here. Now basically, if you have research within Astral Walk or Nathrezim Mastery, or maybe not actually either of them actually, you can open a portal to one of those locations by basically having the Nathrezim elite standing there nearby, okay? Now, this may seem good because then you can bring your Infernals into Lordaeron and such and other armies. It can be very good, but it can also be very bad, because basically you can exit that portal as well. You can exit that portal, but others can also go in if they are very smart. If they click on the Twisting Nether, they can walk in as well and start invading the Twisting Nether. If I do remember right, you do have the possibility to destroy the Nathrezim gate, but if you do forget it, then it can be very bad, because if they have a decent army and you don't have much, then they can go in and destroy you. You have the Fel, is it Fel Keepers? Oh god, yeah, Fel Keepers, which does a lot of damage and has a lot of armor and health, but they are very strong. They are very strong, I meant, but they can be destroyed if the enemy has a decent sized army. Of course, Kil'jaeden can't die. He can't be aimed down unless the demonic shield orbs around him is destroyed. So, you know, there is some prevention for him if they want to try and aim him down. So keep that in mind. People can enter these gates, okay? Be careful with that. The same goes for the Draenor Rift. So if Illidan won in here or something, then destroy the gate for your own sake. Please destroy that gate. You don't want them to coming inside. You also have some lesser Fel Keepers here, but still destroy it if you have lost. If you know you've lost here, okay? Was there anything else I want to mention? I can't show Kil'jaeden, but if you have him summoned, he's a very powerful hero. He can summon demon gates, which can summon doom guards, infernals, and the more powerful demons. He has a fell breath, which works like a breath of fire, a lotus form ability, and a rain of chaos, which summons infernals. And he has an ultimate, which basically targets an area, stuns all the units around there, and basically deals damage as well. So he's a very powerful hero. You should get boosted speed on him, so he can run away from situations. But if he dies, you are out of the game, man. That is your chance. So sometimes you do want to summon Kil'jaeden, but there are times you don't want to summon him as well. Okay. Now I'm gonna go a little bit working with your allies here. If you do. If Dragonmod does join up with you, you should try and help him south, because that might be a sign that he might be needing some help south. He's maybe having a hard time against Horde, or he, you know, just wants to join you and keep Morgul alive and everything else. I mean, who doesn't want him alive? So go down and help him, work together with him, and such. If you are still allied with Forsaken at this time, and Dragonmod joins up with you, you're gonna get automatically unallied, okay? Just keep that in mind, that any player could join you, and then you will get automatically unallied. So have that in your mind, that could happen. Of course, you have to offer the pact to the Blood Oaths, but if they do accept the pact, then they might have lost against Scourge. They might have chosen Eredar and go Fel Pact at both of them. I don't know if that's possible anymore to go both, but it was before. They could go Eredar and then Fel Pact as well. But in any case, do stay together with your ally up in north. It might be a sign that he's losing Sunwell to Scourge, and you don't want the Sunwell to get in the hands of the Scourge. Try and help him to defend it, alright? If Scarlet goes Risen, then there might be a sign this is the last solution he has. The alliance is still stacked with players and he can't join it, and Balnazzar has died with accident or something. So yeah, he wants to join you. Work together with him. Work together with him. Now, one of your main goals throughout the game, I'm gonna see if I can find, in this case, Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad has the Book of Medivh, which allows, first of all, the holder to summon demons, which is very nice. I mean, Kel'Thuzad can control those demons if he's above level 8, I think it is. But if you get it, you can summon demons with it as well. But once the wielder, let's say Vermarthus picked it up and he's level 10, he can summon the Burning Legionnaire anywhere you damn please. So that's a quite nice one. Sometimes on the map it will ping up like, oh, the agents have found the Book of Medivh or something somewhere on the map. It may not always be true, but sometimes it is, okay? So do keep that in mind. Now, a suitable location to summon Legion. Don't be a complete douchebag, but it is allowed to summon it in Outland, because there are some ways to get in. Illidan might have opened a portal, then there's a portal to Outland. The Eye of Dalaran allows someone to teleport randomly anywhere in Outland, so there's another way. But I do believe that's all of them. If you have been so unlucky to lose Vermarthus Forsaken, then Forsaken can use Vermarthus as a walk to get into Outland, and yeah, basically come and teleport with an army. But I think the best location to summon is Outland. Don't be a complete douchebag and summon in the Twisting Nether or anywhere else where players can't reach them, okay? It is just stupid when you summon where nobody can get to you at all. I've seen players teleport, where is it? Up here and summon. That is just stupid. And maybe here as well, I do believe. It is just stupid. Don't do that, okay? Now, I do believe I've covered up the most of what the Burning Legion is about. Basically, go around with your dreadnoughts, use Karen Swarm and Nathusim Rifts at your best. These disposal, if you can, if you have the possibility to aim a hero, do it. Try and hoard as many items as you can. It is not bad. Your army is weak. Your army is very weak compared to others. Or not very weak, but it is a little bit weak. So if you have an ally, try and rely on your ally to use the army. Get the attack upgrades, and if you do want to use the undead armies with the abominations, upgrade their health so they are even more better. And I do believe that's what I have to say about the Burning Legion for now. And if I do miss anything important, then please tell me in the comments, so others in the game can, or others who wants to learn about Burning Legion can see it. Now, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, guys, bye bye.